Our Porsche 718 Cayman review assesses the cheapest sports car made by Porsche. Renamed with the addition of the 3-digit badge in 2016's overhaul, the Cayman now undercuts its soft-top sibling, the similarly rebranded 718 Boxster. The two cars are essentially identical under the skin, but the Germans finally saw sense and followed market convention by pricing the tin-top coupe below the convertible roadster choice from 2016 onwards. Previously the Boxster was the cheaper car. Both models have jettisoned the charismatic flat-six engines in favor of much smaller, turbocharged four-cylinder motors. This is a very simple lineup, with just two models offered at launch: the 718 Cayman with its 2.0-litre flat-four and the 718 Cayman S with a larger 2.5-litre version of the horizontally opposed engine. It's worth explaining what that engine layout means. Most road cars have the cylinders arranged vertically in a straight line, but Porsche is famous for its flat-six engines, where the pistons are flattened, punching in opposite or horizontally opposed directions. It's a great way of lowering the center of gravity of a car, and also provides a distinctive sound drag. The junior Porsches are rivals to the BMW Z4, Jaguar F-Type and Mercedes-Benz SLC. Lower CO2 figures, improved fuel economy. This means that the smallest Porsche follows the engineering blueprint of Subaru. The reason for shedding a pair of cylinders and all that cubic capacity is simple. The new Cayman has cleaner CO2 emissions, meaning cheaper tax bills and less thirsty economy figures. On paper, at least. A win-win situation? Not quite. It's come at the expense of some engine character. This is a shame, since the spine-tingling, six-cylinder soundtrack was a highlight of pre-2016 Cayman sports cars. There's no doubting the turbocharged performance on offer, however. Even the base 718 has a decent turn of speed, although you have to rev the Cayman quite hard to access all the thrust. Pick the more powerful Cayman S and turbo lag the delay in power delivery you normally experience as the turbocharger starts spinning is even harder to encounter. This is a very fast car indeed. Choice of manual or PDK auto transmissions. We've driven models with both 6-speed manual and 7-speed automatic PDK paddle shift gearboxes and are pleased to report that both are brilliant. Test drive one yourself and check which is your preferred method of cog swapping. Neither will disappoint. Driver engagement is what lies at the heart of the 718 Cayman's appeal. This car steers so sweetly, corners with a purity rarely encountered, and yet retains a composed, cosseting ride quality that makes it a viable daily driver option. An everyday supercar, practicality is strong on the 718. Considering this is a Focus 2 Seat sports car, it comes with an impressive amount of space, thanks to a pair of boots front and rear, wrapped around the mid-mounted engine. You'll stow 150 litres under the bonnet and a further 125 out back under the tailgate. That's more than you'd accommodate in some super minis. Quality, too, is decent. It's a robustly built thing and one that pampers both passengers. Just watch out for a long list of optional extras that can quickly send the price tag spiraling. The 718 Cayman is that rare thing, a high-quality sports car that'll thrill when you're in the mood, and just get on unobtrusively with the business of driving from AB when you're commuting. It's the perfect everyday supercar. It's hard to believe the 718 Cayman is the cheapest car in Porsche's range now, such is its performance. Even the slowest intra-level model can top 170 miles per hour and crack the benchmark 0.62 miles per hour sprint in 5.1 seconds, no mean feat. Step up to the S, and that figure drops to 4.6 seconds while top speed climbs to 177 miles per hour. There's no denying that the switch to smaller, downsized four-cylinder power has come at the expense of an orally stimulating soundtrack. However, the whip-crack flat-six spark that has come to characterize generations of Porsche has, sadly, been lost with the loss of those two cylinders. What the Cayman has not lost is outright speed. You'll maybe detect a tiny bit of turbo-associated delay if you catch it or boost in the wrong gear, but this is a problem rarely encountered on the road. Instead, You get lashings of pulling power thanks to the colossal torque on tap. If you can afford it, we'd recommend picking the S, but the entry-level 718 is no disappointment. We've tested both 6-speed manual and 7-speed PDK automatic derivatives and can attest it's really down to personal preference. The DIY choice is a pleasure to use and suits the character of the car well, but if you live in a city or prefer autos, we'd heartily support the PDK choice too. Gear changes are quickly and smoothly carried out, and this version is actually cleaner and more efficient.
Yeah.